All right, welcome everyone to our Williams College Summer Law 2023 draft show. We got ourselves a. How many people do we have in this tourney now? Oh, I think I should. My bad. Should introduce myself. I am. Well, my league name is BZK, but you can just call me Ben. Um, I will not be playing in this tourney, although I've participated quite a few times before. And joining me for this draft show is Rely Lost.
Hi guys, it's Anna or Really Lost here with you today. Excited for our first day, our day of draft, where all the captains are here with their various strategies on selecting their best team to win the prestigious Summer LoL 2023 Cup.
Yeah, so we have a 50-person tournament here. So that means there are going to be 10 captains drafting amongst the rest of the players. They've already decided on their draft order, um, which is actually right here. And it looks like they've actually started picking players. Let's see.
Wow, okay, and Captain Yeater selects with first position picks I Was Stronger.
Who is
Wait,
I?
no. I Was Stronger is a
A
captain.
captain.
Yeah. Wait, so I don't understand. Sorry, I'm a little confused on the talk.
Uh, you know what? They're working through it. We're figuring it out. Okay. But was there uh, anything you like? Did you take a look at the sign up sheet yet, Rely?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, you did.
I am. Huh?
Oh, you did.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Um, I'm here in hopes. My captain is Green Epic, the one and only Silver Smurfer. Um,
No, he's the Emerald Emulsifier now.
whoa, Diamond Destroyer, and that is why he is our captain. Um,
Well, not right now. He's not Diamond.
well, is anybody with the reset? So.
I think
Um,
so. if
but I'm
we're being
excited.
frank here.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm excited to see how the captains are going to balance um, role distribution and like trying to find a winning strat with team synergy. A lot of captains do like picking people that they already know. For instance, the tried and true like pairing typically is Captain Voidless with Police Defender.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, and I think what they're doing right now is they are ordering their drafting
okay.
order amongst the captains. So they have already decided. They're just setting up what their order is. So once they're done setting that up, we can talk about maybe how they came to their decisions.
Yeah, it's super fascinating. I think that this this round of Summer Lull has a bit of a role pinch. From what I can tell, there weren't that many ADCs in the pool. Um,
You don't think so? There's a
Not
decent amount of
really.
like ADC captains
Yes,
already.
so those cap and some of the captains can like even though they're not primary ADCs, will pivot to be ADCs. Um, so like I know Yeater is possibly one of those options. But
Yeah, so if
so
we
they're
look, there's like
yeah.
five of the 10 captains have ADC as like their first or second like role ranking. So,
Five? What? Isn't there only four?
well,
Who's
there's
the fifth?
Yitor, No Love, Voidless, Tranquil Turtle, and First
Oh.
Seraph.
Okay, you consider no love because he wrote himself as Phil. So
Well,
okay,
here it says
but I
Jungle Bot on
oh
role
true.
ranking.
Okay, but I expect no love to stay as a jungler because there's also a bit of a pinch in the jungle pool.
That one I do
Um,
agree with. But then that seems to
unless no
happen every
love,
tournament.
yeah, unless no love has a strategy to like take as many junglers as possible, since he himself can fill, so he can like even shrink the pool even more.
Yeah. Do you think any of the like any of the ADC or jungle players in the pool are much higher prio than their rank would suggest then? Any people you think might be sneaking in early in the draft?
Ooh, in my opinion, I think Yabo is going to be the first to go. Yabo, X Fanfi is says he's top mid, but he's also pretty fill, so I expect those two to be like pretty up there and compared to the ordering on the player street.
Okay.
Um,
The risk with those two is I think both of them haven't really played League in 6 to 12 months. So
mm,
they have hit like high ranks in the past, um, but you can see Yabo here, current solo rank, not applicable. X Fampy also
mm.
wait, this entire block is not applicable.
Yeah, I think they'll warm up.
There's so many
Yabo
of our
himself
diamond
says it's
players
a
are just
scam.
don't play
Like,
the
don't
game
do
anymore.
it.
What happened?
You know, life, life finds a way. Um, so I think they are ready to draft. We do have the captains in order now. It's I Was Stronger first, Zmax second, Yeeter third, Green Epic followed by No Love, Kalesvol, Voidless, Tranquil Turtle, First Seraph, and Abraham Park.
Yeah, and just to inform everyone on how this order was selected. So the captains were originally ordered based on basically a bit of a combination of their like current and past rank, um, from like who we thought was the strongest player to like the least, and then in reverse order they were allowed to pick what order they were in the draft. So I Was Stronger was last in this ranking, and he decided he wanted to get first pick. And the draft from there is a snake pick. So I Was Stronger gets first pick, then it's gonna go to Zmax, Yeetor, Greeny Pick, No Love, Kalesvol, Voidless, Tranquil Turtle, First Seraph, Abraham Park, and then Abraham Park gets a second pick before it cycles back around. And it looks like I
So
Was Stronger picks his first player. Unluckies.
unluckies. Wow.
Oh, it's strong. That one kind of makes sense. I think they're both like still at Williams, so they actually presumably know each other.
Okay, so he's going for synergy. Zmax goes with an I did not expect him to pick NA, but that is a spicy pick.
Why did you think he wasn't gonna pick NA? What do you have against NA?
There's nothing wrong with NA. It's because I would expect Voidless to aim for that, but this is Zmax sniping that synergy away. Um, so I think it's a spicy pick.
Yeah, I think NA is a pretty strong player. Um, and even though he's also on the not applicable solo queue track, I believe he has played the game more than some of the other not applicable people here in recent memory.
Yeah, 2022 is very recent. So, okay, and we have Yeeter with SK Telecom T1. That is, yeah, that's great. And then, oh, Green Epic picks Demetis. Green Epic going for the Pip Club synergy. Um, okay, No Love goes with Police Defender, Killsvol's Yabuo. Wow,
Oh, they are
these captains are
zooming through it.
quick.
Okay, it looks like the slot
Yeah.
one picks were mostly like pre-planned.
Oh, and Voidless gets X Famfi. Wow, I did not expect No Love to snipe away Police Defender from Voidless. And um, this is like,
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
know, I think this
guessing
is
you
super
were
spicy.
expecting like Zmax and Voidless to have swapped their first pick. Is that what you're implying before?
Yeah, I thought they would have picked. Um, I honestly thought Z-Max would pick X Famfi to build his previous run, like, championship team. Um, but no, he's thrown Dylan to the wind,
Yeah,
and Voidless picks him up.
yeah. I mean, he had a
Um,
good run with Xmat B in a past tournament, so maybe he just wants to like play with some different people, spice things up a bit. Ooh, Bloody
yeah.
Ninja 1122 picked up by Tranquil
Wow!
Turtle.
Tranquil Turtle with the he's picked up the grinder. Steve, the Urgot main.
Yeah. So I guess if we look at like the players that we have listed in our top 10, there's a few people who haven't been selected yet. Most notably Liquid Blade, Snuggle Hero, Sweet Victory, and Marmufa. but
Mhm.
two of those
So
are like support mains, so I can kind of see it.
yeah,
I think it's usually not too much of a trouble picking up a support later in the draft. And
wow. First Seraph picking Inspiring 309. Um, so I think that's the first jungle pickup. Um, and I think that's smart, especially as we're getting close to that tail end where slot two is wrapping back around. In this pool, if you're not a jungle captain yourself, it is very important to pick up um,
hmm,
a jungler as quickly as possible.
okay. So with that, you would expect maybe like King of Conquest to get picked up pretty soon, or Rich Game Buddy.
Yes, I am expecting for slot two to be pretty jungle heavy unless you're also a fellow jungle captain. Um, and I'm like curious as to see how this is going. Actually, so far for slot one, all the captains have predicted or like have performed way differently than what I've expected.
Yeah.
So, like, this has been super exciting.
Yeah, and now
Um,
Abraham Park is taking a bit more time with his pick because he basically has like two players to pick for. And if you were surprised by the choices, it might have been that Abraham Park is also had some of his plans thrown off a bit.
mhm.
But Abraham Park's kind of an odd player. He plays quite a few roles in uh, with like one or two champions in each role. So he doesn't
Mhm.
necessarily need to go pick up a jungler, um, but he very well may just to open himself up to other options. 'Cause, yeah, with like how the draft is, if he doesn't pick up a jungler in these first two, then I think he's gonna be kind of locked out.
Yeah, I definitely see that. So I agree, looping back, I do agree with you, BZK. I do think supports are probably going to be picked later on, even if they are higher ranked, just because, um,
Weren't you an early ranked or an early pick support player at one point in a tourney?
but did not get to play support that tournament. I was put on mid farming duty.
I see.
Oh, and we see Abraham Park picking Alexei and Cardinal. I expected Abraham to pick Cardinal for because they are friends, from what I know. So this is finally the first like semi prediction coming true.
Okay. Yeah, Cardinal and Alexi, I think all three are friends. So it seemed oftentimes we have at least like one captain who goes for full friendship power draft. So
Mhm.
that might be what's going on here. Do you think going for the friendship power draft is actually the synergy works out to help you win, or are you making too many concessions in terms of just like sheer skill?
No, no, friendship power draft is where it's at. I vote for. I always aim for like synergy more than just pure rank.
Do you think friends
Uh,
have good synergy?
Absolutely. You know, that's why I ship all the Club Piplup people. I ship Snuggle Hero, Lightning Fist, Demetis, like,
But you're not even playing with
oh,
them.
Marmufa. Huh?
You're not even playing with them. Where's
What
Aren't
do
you
you mean?
supposed to be part of that puzzle?
I am in the sub pool, so. And if I was playing, could I be here today casting with you? So,
Yeah. Unless you're a captain. But yes.
well, then I couldn't cast on the play day, so this was a necessary sacrifice.
Okay.
Also,
Yeah.
playing in the tournament as like a high rank support is you never actually get to play support, so it's a little bit iffy,
Okay. Yeah,
especially for
so
like a one pick.
first Seraph picked up Sweet Victory. Happened a bit ago, but we
Nice.
didn't really comment on it. So the top 10 are nearly all picked out. So Sweet Victory is one of the support players. I'm actually kind of surprised he got picked up already. But and Tranquil Turtle
Ooh,
goes for Nikhil.
wow. Okay, so Nikhil is from what I know, he's a very good Seraph player. Typically played at support, but can also play it in the mid lane.
There's
So
a well, there's his statement here in regards to his champion pool. Easy champions, since I haven't touched League in over a year. So a person who hasn't played League in over a year has made it to our second round of draft.
I feel like League is like riding a bicycle. You never really forget. Like first you're gonna like you get a little bit of like rusty mechanics, and maybe you have to read about the champions. Oh, and Voidless picks Liquid Blade. That is a synergy pairing if I've ever seen one. I think Liquid Blade is an absolute steal to get in round two. Um, Even though Liquid Blade can be inconsistent and sometimes, like, I think his highs are really high. So getting
So
him,
what are you saying about his lows?
his lows can be low. I'm gonna be real with you, but like I think Voidless has that like pop off team. Like Xfampy's the same. He's like his highs are really high, but if he gets bored or if you don't have enough Pokemon gym badges to control him, then he'll thrash. So like Team Voidless is all so far three people of really high high mechanics, high highs. Oh, and Kaelsville picks Dr. Omega Lol. Wow,
Okay,
that
yeah,
that's
Kalesville is
a
also
new
kind of going
synergy.
for a friend draft,
Yeah.
honestly.
I love seeing these Sergi friend drafts.
Wait, when was the last time he touched the game? I have not touched this game for a hot second. Okay, so nebulously defined. Have not played the
No, no,
game.
no. I swear I saw Dr. Megalo on like not even like 2 weeks ago or something.
Oh,
Like a hot second is not that long.
okay, so you think he might be ready? Oh, wait, no, he does not pick
Oh.
Dr. Omega Law. He has swapped to King of Conquest LV. Alright, I'm sorry, Dr. Omega Law, but
Oh, and it's wow, and it's No Love who picked Dr. Omega.
alright,
Okay.
I think that makes quite a bit more sense in terms of what I was expecting. Yeah, Kelsball could play jungle, but I feel like he would rather not, and King of Conquest is one of the next junglers available.
Yeah, so um I think these are all really great picks. The captains are definitely taking into consideration the roles along with the synergy. And we have Green Epic picking Brishan. Wow. So Brishan is a really great mid laner, um, but he's very versatile and he's able to fill. So of the top 10, we do still have Snuggle Hero left. He is very high ranked and has high peaks, but the downside or the upside, depending on the captain for Snuggle Hero, is that he is an Azir. He is an Azir one trick. He's like almost 2 million mastery points, which means you gotta ban that from him. So like that means
Do
automatically
you
your team
trust
only.
Snuggle? So okay, so he put himself
Mhm.
as mid top, but he plays only Azir top, to the best of my knowledge. Do you think his secondary role as top is a real choice? It's
His secondary role actually is top. Like prior to this season, so like not in 2022, he played like Malphite or Tom Kench or other like tank top laners on top. Um, if he didn't get mid. So, I mean, but does the secondary really matter? Because I think most of the captains are typically taking into consideration like primary roles. And we have Yeater with
he picked up Asfook,
okay.
the player who I truly am bemused at how his account name is not banned. Although he is chat restricted. He's on the watch list. You should be careful there. You might get your account banned if you get reported too much.
Yeah, he is a gentleman, you know, as
He's a
gentlemanly as one
gentleman.
can be with that name. So I'm sure he's aware. He knows how to tread the line.
Well, sort of. His account used to be just Fook, but then that account was forced to name change.
Ah,
But apparently this did not get picked up by the string detection.
exactly. Treading the line. Okay, and Xemacs picks Ninja Labib. I actually don't know Ninja Labib. Okay, let's find
I
them
agree. I
on.
do not recognize this player at all. Um, I don't recognize their name. I'm pretty sure
Oh
that's not a
wow.
real name, but maybe that is the real name.
They are a support main. Wow. With secondary of top, and in season they were diamond previously in 2015. So interesting
Oh,
pickup.
and they
Oh,
play
and
tank
I was
supports.
stronger. Going for the Piplup synergy. Picks Snuggle Hero and Marmufa smurfing. Cleaning up the top of the board.
All right. Yeah, Warkola is like the big blank hole here, but I think that's kind of fair just because he really has not played this game much in quite a long time.
But if you need a Shenban, that man
Yeah,
gets a Shenban.
if you want someone to just tank a free ban for you, Warkola free pickup.
Yeah, that's one of the great values, like underspoken values of one tricks are having dedicated one tricks on your team, especially if you're a captain with like a smaller pool. Like it does free you up. Um, or vice versa, like if the captain has a smaller pool, then your one trick teammates can really showcase their skill. So we have Fabulous Yuma picked up by Zemax.
Oh, Yanni. I think. Oh no, she. Okay, Yanni has played the game before. So it looks like a possibly his bot laner. Is that what
Yeah,
the
I think
draft is
that's
shaking
their
out to be?
ADC support duo right there being picked up by Zemax. Um, so he is still in need of a. Wait, what lane is NA? I thought NA was mid. NA is mid,
And
so if Zemax is going jungle, then he needs a top laner.
so Zmax is going for the well versed pick your top laner last and just have them play Scion, Ornn, or Malphite.
The
Unless
classic
he's able
strat.
to sneak someone else here. But on first glance, not it that seems to be the probably the best option for him.
Hmm.
Okay, oh
And
Yitor
then,
picks up Benevolent.
ooh,
Benevolent from Cornell looks like that might be his ADC. So a lot of people were thinking that Yitor, despite being a Garen OTP, would have played ADC because that's what he has done oftentimes in the past. But
right.
maybe he's gonna be playing mid or top lane.
Yeah, wow. Okay. Well, actually, but Asfook is top, with a
You're
secondary of
right.
jungle.
Oh,
So
and SK
he
Telecom T1 is mid.
mid. So
I have no idea
Yitor
what
has
his
picked all
draft
his
is.
carries, so he himself might be the jungler, or he might change with Asfook.
That seems
Okay, and
risky.
Green Epic picks Rich Game Buddy. I think that's a great pickup, rounding out and securing himself a jungler. And No Love getting the man himself, War Koala, the legend.
Oh,
Excited to see Niles in that team.
Kale's picking up Lightning Fist.
Lightning Fist. Okay, so that's his top laner secured. Lightning Fist is also from Club Piplup, so shout out to Eric. He is a Tryndamere split pushing connoisseur.
So, fun observation by Marmufa. He thinks that Green Pick might just be picking people to tank bans for him. Maybe he just really wants to
Ooh.
unlock the Alawi.
No, no. Green Epic is now a Ornn one trick.
Okay. Elijah, picking up one of his good friends, Chicken Bagels. They've played together a decent, quite a lot. So that's
Yeah, so
probably the bot lane duo right there.
honestly, Team Voidla is looking very scary right now.
I think Team
They,
Voidless is looking scary, but they have a lot of voices on that team.
that's true. Okay, and Tranquil Turtle picks Sober Teddy, going for the synergy. Sober Teddy is a solid top laner.
He's a solid top laner who's also of the party of has not played the game in ages.
So Team Tranquil Turtle with Nikhil and Sober Teddy, and honestly, Tranquil Turtle himself, I haven't really seen him on as much. Might be a bit rusty, but I think they have very high highs.
Yeah.
Um,
So first serve picks up Taco 1518. Taco is a full fill silver one player from Williams, and Abraham Park rounding out the friendship picks up Cole and Yo Young Nine
wow.
as his last pick.
I think Team Abraham Park is going to be super fun to watch. These are five guys, or sorry, five players, super close knit. like has a lot of synergy, knows how each other plays. I'm expecting them to practice together quite often.
Okay, first Seraph picking up Natkina as last pick. Natkina plays quite a few roles, so I think that's relatively flexible. He can, yeah, I think his team has a few options in terms of who goes where. I agree. Abram Park's team should be pretty entertaining to watch. There is a legendary clip of Lil Young Nine when he was playing on Yabo's team in the past. So hopefully we'll get some memorable moments again. Unfortunately, the team will not be reunited.
We're not so little young nine. He's
True, it's
just
just Young
young nine.
Nine.
He has grown up after exploring the world, and he will grab it in his hands. Blitzcrank is currently in meta very strong, so expecting a lot.
That is true, and I feel like a lot of the supports who might gravitate towards just playing safe enchanters could suffer under the pressure of a Blitzcrank player. Alright, Tranquil Turtle taking a bit more time on his pick, but he ends up going for Sammy S, Sammy Sasaki, not to be confused with Samuel Lang or Sammy Brzezowski. So that is a Phil mid player. Pete in gold 4. Champion pool kind of plays whatever, but is adaptable to teams. Okay, nice. We all love a flexible player.
Yeah, especially when it's your last pick and you want to round out the roster. Voila's picking up Arachnobat, very solid. Um, well, I know like Arachnobat as more of a support main, so, but he is flexible. He can play other roles.
Yeah, his support and mid champion pool is pretty similar, but looking at his team, I doubt he would be playing mid. I think him deciding who's jungling might be tricky. Actually, I think Chicken Bagels is jungle.
You think Chicken Bagels is gonna be the jungler? I was gonna put either X Fanfi or Liquid Blade. Okay,
Okay,
and Kelswell picks up I Love to Footbuck.
he changed his name. It used to be I Love to Buck Fut. Okay, well, we have I Love to Futbug. I don't know when the last time he played League was, but happy to see him back in the tourney. Primarily an ADC player. Used to be actually a really solid ADC player, but yeah, just hasn't played the game in a hot second.
Actually, Ben, as we are wrapping up the selections, can you switch to the other screen so that people can see how the teams are lining up?
All right, so No Love figuring out who's the last person to round out his team. Look at the options. I think now we are basically at just figuring out who can just slot in the team best.
And round everybody out.
Okay, so he goes for Jaden, JTB 102. A Pete Gold 4, but is currently like a bronze supports player.
Okay, and Green Epic also picks Aries Saxon. We are seeing
Hisung. Green Epic goes
we're
for
seeing the
Hisung.
supports being picked in the end. I feel like that's typically how it goes when you round out the comp. A lot of people do. Oh, okay, and we have Angus McRib. I think Yeetor absolutely got a steal, and then XXX Timo made XXX and Holy Foot.
Okay, yeah, I agree. Most teams typically go for their support as the last pick just because it's the relatively lowest impact. That's why I was kind of surprised that Xemacs picked like a higher rank support player than his ADC, but that could definitely work out, especially if the support player is vocal and they're the ones who kind of decide like the pacing of the lane. Okay, so this is how the draft shook out. On first glance here, any favorites? Any people you think might have inted the draft? Any people who just got massive steals?
I honestly think the draft went super well. There were so many strong teams. I think Team Voidless looks like an absolute steal, honestly. I also think Team Tranquil Turtle looks like an absolute steal. So these are my two favorites right now. I love the synergy. You get, in Diablo or like MMOs or where you get like a full set of items and you get like an extra buff. Like,
Sure.
I'm expecting that to happen for Team Abraham Park. They got the full set of items, like, and so their character is glowing, um, and we're gonna get some extra buffs from there.
And then they're gonna say friendship is magic at the start of every game. And then they're
Yeah,
gonna magic all over the enemy team. Yeah, I agree. I think Triangle Turtles team, if all the players are playing at like um, what their peaks were in the past, that's like really strong team. It's just a matter of um, how good all of them are now after just not playing the game as much as they used to. Uh, my stance on Voideless's team is still mostly the same. With his last pick, I think the team has a lot of voices and but a lot of like like really competent players. If there is a solid direction that they can agree on, it's just a matter of getting everyone on the same page.
absolutely. Oh, BZK, like, who do you think, who are your top teams from the draft today?
Uh, let's see. I think Zmax's team is a kind of a black box for me because I really don't know at all two of his players. Let's see. I think Tranquil
I think.
Turtle could end up doing pretty solid. I think Chaos Wolf could also do like really solid. Um, I know and have played with the players on a Greeny Pig's team quite a lot, and I actually think Greeny Pig's team doesn't have players that are like known in past tournaments for being like super flashy or stand out, but he has like just a collection of really solid people.
Yeah, I really like. I mean,
I guess the
again,
person
I
who
hope.
stands out on his team is himself, because this is the first time he's a captain. He's usually been just a very um, highly like ranked pick. So we'll see how he's able to perform given this leadership opportunity, or if he just passes on the leadership to someone else on the team.
I want Green Epic to make it to finals.
But do
I
you
know
want him
he's.
to win or to get second place?
I want him to win, but I think it'd be also great if he gets second place.
So it's a win-win scenario for you as long as he makes it to finals.
Yeah, so I'm rooting for Team Green Epic.
Yeah, Abraham Park went for the friendship draft, and I can respect that. I'm just skeptical, personally, of going this hard on friendship draft alone.
Oh, so did we want to do any captain interviews?
Yeah, I mean, let's see. Do you want to see if any of the captains are down for an interview?
Okay, should I hop over and ask them or?
Sure. Yeah, so while we're figuring out if any captains wanted to talk about their drafting decisions, we're also deciding if we're going to be doing the group draw, which will decide who's playing against who for the first day of the tournament.
So we okay. So we do have one captain. Captain Zemax said he volunteers as tribute
Okay.
for the interview. Okay, so pulling him up.
All right. Welcome, Captain Zmax.
Hello, hello.
Right. Yeah. So Zvax and I actually talked a bit before, and he said he had a secret support pick. Was and I'm guessing it was Ninja Labib.
Yes, absolutely. I think Ish is
Wait, Ninja
super
Labib is Ish?
underrated. Yes. I think he's very good at this game, but he doesn't play ranked that much. Very high opinion. So, mm.
Yeah. So you think you got a steal there? Someone who is middle of the pack but can actually really perform well there.
I don't know if it was a deal. I feel like I picked it at like the right time. Like the other options available, I was really eyeing Frankie and Sammy. But I thought that Sammy would be really upset at me if I picked him and then had him not jungle. So I
I
didn't pick it.
see. So you're looking out for your friends there. You were looking out for
Yeah.
Sammy.
And then, um,
Sammy replied with
Frankie,
3 question marks. Make of that as you will.
Frankie, who I messaged maybe 20 plus times to get him to sign up for the tournament. I really badgered him into signing up. Maybe if he had responded to my first message, I would have picked him, but
Wow.
Well, he is in the tournament. Yeah.
Okay.
he lost
So
the goodwill.
this is the unexpected, like, I guess, secondary plot of Xemacs versus Sober Teddy. So
Also, I thought it would be funny if I picked all the people who live in the same building as me, so I went with that.
Yeah. You, you did end up having a bit of friendship draft there.
Yes, a
Ishinyan.
bit of friendship draft. Also, I'm very happy with my last pick, XXX, Timo Main, XXX, the illustrious. I think 100% win rate, uh, top laner. So, or
wow.
actually, wait, no, I think it's 50% now. But he won once,
I was
and
gonna
we're
say.
gonna win again.
I feel like there's something sus about going from 100% win rate to suddenly 50% win rate. I feel like that implies something
I
about your
mean,
sample size.
but at least he's won. I feel like a lot of people haven't had a chance to win. So Captain Zemax, who do you think is the scariest looking team, or who
I
do you
think
anticipate to be the
Yeah, who do you not
one
want
of
to
your
be in your
rivals?
group?
okay. I think honestly, I feel like I say this every single year, but after
Mhm.
looking at the draft, I think Eric's team is the scariest,
Wow.
who I would not want to run into. I think getting Sober Teddy and I just think that all of his picks are really solid. And yeah, he got Frankie really late in the draft. It depends on like how much he's able to, you know, get the uh get the rust off of his players.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
But
are you don't believe in uh the washed effect?
it it might it might be an issue, and I think the other issue is he didn't pick any junglers. Um, but other than that, I feel like his team
Wait,
was really
I
scary.
don't know. Tranquil Turtle has a Lee Sin and a Diana.
That is true. That could be the angle. I also think that Elijah's team is pretty scary. Elijah's team is a first or eighth team. Is what we were
Yeah.
saying.
Wow. Uh-huh.
All the other captains were also agreeing that it's a first or eighth team.
Yeah, it's he picked some strong personalities. I had success last year with Dylan. Dylan, great player, but also Dylan plus Liquid Blade. We'll see how they mix.
Dylan plus
Remains to
Liquid
be
Blade
seen.
plus Chicken Bagel.
Plus chicken bagels. Yeah.
It could either be like this is Oppenheimer, you know. They're either
Yeah.
gonna like they're either gonna save or ruin the world.
It's a volatile mixture.
All right. How do you think
Yeah.
Greeny Pig is gonna do? Will this
Uh,
be the year that he finally climbs his way out of second?
I think I would be very happy to see my boy Jake Vaughn have success at this tournament. It would be very cool if that happened.
You sound like a proud dad over there.
So I think it will happen. I don't know, but it'd be nice if it did.
A proud but maybe realistic dad.
Yeah. I think you guys are sleeping on it. I think Team Green Epic is gonna do really well. Okay.
No love with the oldest average age team. Comment by Yabo. Also, no love said he was happy with his team. Do you agree?
Yeah, I think Jason has a very. I mean, I think a lot of the teams are pretty strong, very reasonable.
Yeah. Is there,
Uh,
all right? Is there a team then you think is you're like not concerned about?
I mean, Abe went for the friendship draft, and a lot of
Which you've done
respect.
before.
Well, I've done it before, and I know how it went when I did it. So
I mean, but you did it again. Didn't you just say this is your building friendship draft?
yeah,
Like,
that's true, but it's more reasonable this time. Uh,
You think it's more
and
reasonable than what Abraham did?
yeah, I think so,
I think
but
you're cat. I think Team Abraham looks solid.
we'll see.
I
I'm
don't
I'm
think
just
anyone
happy
thinks
that I
he's
got Derek. I think being able to snag Derek early was a joy. Makes my team a lot better.
Yeah. There's also
okay.
I think we should talk about I Was Stronger. He's the only like current Williams student who is a captain. How do you think his
True.
draft went?
I think Chung, very good player, probably underrated by rank, so that's a good pick. James
Chung is
definitely
unlucky.
has been on the come up recently.
He's glowing
Uh,
up. He's going
yeah.
for Diamond Dove.
And I think the role distribution is pretty good for team. I
Yeah, so the
think
captain is top.
top.
Snuggle
Yeah.
Hero is mid.
Actually, wait, who's 80? Wait a minute. Maybe he'll need to figure out who's playing ADC. But
Yeah.
Okay, so oh wait, just making sure. Are we doing group draft today?
Let me check the chat.
I mean, yeah,
We might as well. I
we
mean,
might
we
as
have
well.
people. Mm-mm.
Unless
Okay.
we're either doing it today or day of.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do group draft today. I think
Okay.
there's just some logistic to do.
Okay, so stay tuned. We will do group draw so that I feel like doing it early is best so that people in the tournament get a chance to scout out their opponents, prepare for group stage. Um, oh, and scrim. It makes scrimming much more like meaningful.
I don't know. Some teams scrim really well and it kind of backfires.
All right. Okay. You can chill. I'm right here.
Sometimes it's just
Whoa.
unlucky.
The
Okay.
famous what was it? The 2021 Scrim Gods into '06 performance. One of my favorites.
So yeah,
All right.
we're just setting up the sheet now. And once that's set up, we'll figure out what the groups are. We're just gonna do good old coin flips on Google. You can trust Google. I'm not rigging the results here. I have no incentives, or no one's bribing me to change the groups.
I mean, honestly, we can't even tell who the strong teams really are at this stage. Like, you never know how people mesh. So, um, so yeah, we can't like, I don't know. I don't think we can even like make it so that one team is likely to get out, even if we wanted to try, just because it's so volatile. Like,
True.
All right.
Yeah,
So
no.
for full transparency, I'll do it on stream. Random.org. Where's this random.org sequence? Sequence generator. We'll do 1 to 10. Alright, 7 2. And what I'm gonna do is whatever order is here is what I'm gonna type it into the 2. Right. So team 7 is Voidless. So Voidless goes into group A. Team 2 is Xemacs. So you get to dodge Voidless.
Let's go.
Team 10 is Abraham Park. So Abraham Park is in group A. Team 9 ends up in group B. So one of the teams you're playing against is first Seraph's team, which I don't think you commented on. But
Um,
that has Inspiring Theory 9, player you've played against quite a few times.
well, see, I think getting Wilson in the last round is very good, and Taco is always like I feel like I've always been very impressed by Paul in the previous tournaments. So very good. I know that Jamie was like I feel like Jamie kind of wrecked me in jungle when we played in Winter LoL. So see how things go.
All right, so definitely not raked, but you did manage to dodge two of the captains that you were concerned about, Foyless and Tranquil Turtle. They're in the same group together.
Yeah, definitely not rigged.
Yeah. So you can talk about, or you can talk about your group here. So you're playing against First Seraph, Kale's Bowl, Vitor, and I Was Stronger.
Yeah. Well, my team is first in this group, so that's just gonna.
It's a
be how
given.
it happens.
All right. So who's
given.
second in your group?
Second, I'm gonna give it to I'll say Teton.
You believe in Vitor? Do you think he's gonna get a game of Garen this tournament?
No, I don't. I don't think he's gonna get a game with Garen. I don't think he should get a game with Garen. I think maybe there's a chance that a team leaves Garen up against him because he's playing ADC, and maybe he fools himself into not picking Garen. But I think if he picks that champion, his team's just gonna win. It's too scary.
You think he's gonna play ADC? There was another person on his team that is an ADC player, right? Benevolent.
Yeah. So maybe he's just gonna play. I'll play. But no.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think I don't know. I think Kelswell's team's also really strong.
All right. And yeah, it seems a lot of people in chat thinks Group A is the power group here. Tranquil Turtle, Voidless.
For now, with how things look, I do think Group A is a bit scarier. But Gavin Xemacs, while we have you here, do you have a name for your team?
Oh, a name? I mean, it's just gonna be Team Avalon.
I was gonna ask you.
Yeah.
Is your team name just gonna be Avalon?
Just Team Avalon, yeah.
All right, that's their team name. Exceedingly original. Who could have seen it coming?
It was too
We
free.
have a commercial sponsor already.
Yeah. You can get 1 month free rent.
Wow, that would be
Move
the
into the
biggest prize
building.
we've ever had for the summer or winter lulls. That'd be huge. I don't know. I feel like that kind of prize would incentivize a bit more sweaty behavior.
Well, you have to
happy.
sign a lease.
Ah. Yep.
Okay. I think that's it for today's draft show. Unless, is there anything else you want to say, Ben?
No, not really. Thanks everyone for tuning into the Summer Law 2023 draft show. If you're playing, best of luck. Don't sweat too hard. Make sure to have some fun. But hopefully we all have a good time, and may the best team and the best mental win.
Yeah. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day and enjoy practice with one another.